My business has grown exponentially in the past 6 weeks, and let's talk about why it's possible, but also why it's relevant to your fitness journey. I stopped guessing, and I said, I'm going to go all in on a very specific strategy and see how far that strategy will take me. I got sick of just guessing and spinning my wheels and feeling like, frankly, I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall and waiting to see what stuck. Because in my first few years of business, that's how I started my business. It was just experimenting. But frankly, things were different in 2024. And in 2025, they changed, and the same things that worked 2 years ago didn't work last year. And now I just felt like I had no idea what to actually do. Things have been amazing. I don't want to undermine the fact that I am still so happy I went full time in coaching. I am still so happy I got my MBA. I'm still so happy I'm getting my doctorate. I have no regrets in my choices, but also my expectations for myself and my business felt like they were being minimized a bit last year just because I wasn't able to achieve what I wanted. And so I was super, super frustrated, but it is still light years from my corporate job and everything. And I love it. So the biggest thing was committing to this new strategy, going all in, not being afraid anymore to fail, because you can't be. You can't be. And also just not trying to reinvent the wheel all the time and being super creative. There's only so many hours in the day. So if someone is literally able to hand you a strategy, just fucking follow it. You're not smarter. You might be smarter, but you don't need to be smarter right now. Just do it. Just go for it. Just try. And that is exactly what I needed. I needed focus and a business coach essentially to tell me this is what we're gonna fucking do now, and to just go all in on that. So just with my one-on-ones, when they start with me, I'm doing the same for them. I'm saying, this is the strategy, this is the playbook, this was made for you, you're gonna follow it. And not in a restrictive way, but like I said, it's empowering, and it lifts this weight off your shoulders because you're outsourcing all that stress and planning and strategy to someone else, to an expert. So then you can focus on all your other shit that you have to do. The other thing that I really want to mention is realizing that you can't do it all. I've known this for a while. You can run a solo business, but eventually things are going to start to kind of cap out, and you're going to have to bring in some help. Yes, that could be AI help, that could be automations, but essentially my husband automated a lot for me, and I still need humans. I still need hands on deck. I still need people who can help me in the moment. And I wasn't afraid of asking for help. Well, I was before, multiple years before. But in the past 2 years, I haven't been afraid of asking for help. I just haven't really been able to articulate what that kind of help would be. And I also didn't really think that I had time to train anyone. But there's plenty of very qualified people who actually, the only training they really require is getting to know you and your business, but the job, they get it. I just needed to find the right person or people, and then it wouldn't feel like such an uphill battle, right? Delegating and things, because as long as I had women I could trust, it would be great. This has a lot of parallels to my program, and I've set my program up in this specific way for a reason. You have to have enough support in place, and you have to have this doubt removed of will I or won't I? Because frankly, you can really fuck it all up just by thinking too much. And I went from being a little nervous and apprehensive to now just flowing from an abundance mindset, understanding that there is no scarcity, that I can achieve anything, and I just need the right steps. And when I get overwhelmed or something, I just need to break it down daily into little tasks that help me get closer to where I want to be. And fitness and health is the same exact thing, right? You want to lose 30 pounds? Cool. That's a great goal. But today, what are you doing about that today? Right? And so really breaking them down, and it might feel like minutia, but the devil's in the details. And if you don't have a plan for all these little pieces of the puzzle, you're never going to get to the finish line. So that is my best piece of advice right now, regardless of what you're doing, what you're working on professionally, romantically, health-wise, whatever that might look like, get a fucking plan and follow it. And don't say that it's not working, honestly, until you give it at least 8 weeks. Like, the first few weeks, you should be seeing signs that it is working, but, like, don't expect to go from, like, 0 to 100 in, like, literally 4 days. Because that's the other thing that can happen. We assume that it's just going to be, like, a light switch, and a lot of times it's not. It takes some time to warm up. Even if you're following someone else's strategy that's worked well, there's always going to be nuances and little things that you're going to have to change for you, for your business, for your life, right? For your workouts, whatever it is. And you have to be open to that if you actually want to get to the place to see it work.